everybody. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. I am pleased to welcome you back home after your historic performance at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. You have to forgive me. This is a very emotional moment. I don't know why. And I must say congratulations to you people. Tuwapigie makofi hao. You carried our flag with pride and brought great honor to Kenya, once again proving that we are a nation of champions. It is not an easy feat to achieve. Out of 198 countries, Kenya finished second overall with 11 medals, 7 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. To be the second best in the whole world out of 198 countries is no mean achievement. This is an achievement we celebrate with pride, but more importantly, one that we must emulate as a nation in every other thing that we do. Like our athletes, we do not settle for average. We aspire for excellence. Every race you run, every medal you win is a reminder that Kenya's destiny is not merely to participate, but to triumph. Our athletes remind us that excellence is not given. It is earned through sacrifice, discipline, hard work, and courage. The world expects Kenya to lead, not to follow. As you, our champions, have proven, greatness is our heritage. Mediocrity has no place in the Kenyan story. Just as you train for gold, Kenya must train for excellence in every field, in education, in health, in development, in innovation, and in leadership. Average does not raise a flag. Average does not unite a nation. Greatness and excellence does. You carry more than medals. You carry the proof that Kenya can be, and indeed are, a great nation. Before you left for these games, one evening here, you shared with me some of your concerns and requests. I pledged that I will consider the issues you had raised with me, and among the immediate actions that we have taken was to ensure that your foreign allowances were enhanced and fully paid as you traveled. I think you can confirm that. The commitment I made to you was already fulfilled by the ministry. Additionally, in recognition of your heroic efforts, a total of Kenya shillings 27 million has already been disbursed to the medalists. 3 million for each gold medalist, 2 million for each silver, and 1 million for each bronze medalist, in line with my directive when you left here. You also asked me to consider the matter of affordable housing for medalists as extended to Harambee Stars after the CHAN. I want to confirm again that just like we did for the CHAN Harambee Stars sportsmen and women, the 7 medalists will also benefit the way the others did. Government of Kenya, we are going to pay for half of a house of your choice. So you choose the house, we pay for you half, you pay the other half. And if you don't have money to pay the other half, and I know you do, we are going to extend, like we are going to do for all other Kenyans, a soft loan that will enable you to pay between about 5,000 shillings every month for a house that you will end up owning. And because we have already paid half, you will be paying probably about 2,500 or thereabout. So the 7 good people, unlucky for men, 7 ladies and 1 man, you will become the beneficiaries as your colleagues did in Chan. And let me set the record straight. I know there are some who, because of ignorance, believe that we are dishing out affordable houses. There is no affordable house that is going to be given to anybody without being paid for. When we say that we are going to make affordable house available to anybody, including our athletes here, it means the government of Kenya is going to pay, because affordable housing is under a fund that must strictly adhere to the rules that govern affordable housing in the nation. And therefore, there is no house that's going to be dished out to anybody for whatever consideration. Every house will be paid for either by individuals or by the state, as in the case I have mentioned. You have once again inspired Kenyans, especially the young people, and reminded the world that ours is a nation rich in talent, discipline, and resilience. You are not just athletes, you are role models, ambassadors of Kenya, and torchbearers of our national pride. As we celebrate your victories, let us also remember that discipline, resilience, and unity are the true gold medals that inspire every Kenyan. And let me say this, that, this morning, when I received this team, I really felt that in our nation, it is clear that Kenya is not made for the average. We are not fashioned. Our DNA as a nation is not for the usual and the ordinary and the average. Our DNA as a nation is for excellence. And we are not meant for the third world. Kenya is not. Kenya's DNA is not for the third world. We are in the third world by mistake. We are in the third world by default, and we must correct it. We must correct it. And that is why I am telling every Kenyan, if you had any doubt in your mind about the DNA of our nation, look at the performance of this team. The performance of this team, out of 198 nations of the world, we are the second best after the United States. That tells you that is the league we play in, the League of Champions, the League of Excellence. That is where Kenya belongs. And it is our collective mission it is our responsibility as leaders. It is my responsibility as the president of this country to lead from the front. Just the same way what we have done in the last 3 years. We have transformed our agriculture. Today, we are producing more maize, more tea, more coffee. We are doing better in sugarcane. We have transformed our education, stabilized our university funding. We now have hired close to 100,000 teachers. Our education system is now stable. We have rolled out affordable housing across Kenya, markets and hostels. We have stabilized our economy. Where others thought Kenya was going to default, we've done the opposite. Kenya has actually climbed up the ladder. Our economy is now the 6th largest economy in Africa. We've dealt with inflation. We've managed our exchange rate. We've managed our interest rates. We're now moving in the right direction. In fact, even our credit rating has improved. We have rolled out universal health coverage. In other words, we have set the base for us to get to the next level. Now, good people, citizens of Kenya, it is time for us now to move the country to the next level. What we have done is good, but it's not enough. We've just set the base. That is just the base. We need to now up our game and make our country truly great, because that is what Kenya is designed for. That is the metal we are made of. That is the DNA of Kenya, to be excellent. So this morning is a clear testimony to me that this is a great nation. It is up to us as leaders to do what we must and to rally the support, the goodwill of every citizen of Kenya for us to move our country to the next level. And therefore, good people, on behalf of a grateful nation, I say congratulations to you, congratulations Team Kenya, and welcome back home. Karibuni sana. Let me conclude by saying the following. Because we have seen what, it's been very interesting for me the last few days. I went to one university was it Tuesday? Yeah, on Tuesday. I went to Uma University in Kajiado. And it was very interesting to me that a Muslim-based university, the vice-chancellor was a lady. It is no small achievement. Yesterday, I went to the showground for the Nairobi International Show and Trade Fair. The chair of ASK, the national chair, is also a lady. And then again this morning, we come to this function, and 6 out of 7 medalists are ladies. I am beginning to confirm that what men can do, ladies can do better. And I know we are in the process of hiring the chairperson of our Public Service Commission. If I were asked for recommendation, I would recommend that a lady be hired. I think they will do a great job. But having said that, and in support of our sportsmen and women in Kenya, I have discussed with our disciplined forces or services, disciplined services, both our KDF and our National Police Service, and we have agreed that a total of 500 sportsmen will be hired into our disciplined services. To provide them a base where they can get the necessary equipment, the necessary support for them to continue raising the standard of sports in our country. I have discussed with CDF, and in the recruitment that is going on now, 200 sportsmen and women will be hired into the military. And I have also discussed with the Inspector General of Police, and he has also confirmed to me that 150 sportsmen and women will be hired into the NPS. I will be discussing with the other disciplined forces, prisons, KWS. I will also be discussing with the NYS so that we can carry more sportsmen and women into these disciplined agencies so that they can get the relevant training for them to be supportive and to be supported in excelling in their talents. I also must commend the ministry for working with WADA. Kenya is a great sporting nation, and we do not want our sportsmen and women to be adulterated in any manner, for whatever reason, by anybody. And we will do whatever it takes. And my instructions, Waziri, is that we reorganize ADAC properly, inject professionalism, make sure you work with best practice, best international standards, so that we can continue sports in Kenya with the integrity that it deserves. So you and your team, Waziri, at the ministry, make sure that as we support our employees, our sportsmen and women, as we support them, we also make sure that characters who have no good intention do not get into the way of the talents of our young people as they pursue excellence in whatever it is, from football to volleyball, ball games, let me say, to all the other, to athletics and all the other games in between. So, asanteni sana, my very best wishes. You can count on the government of Kenya, your government, and you can count on my very personal attention on this matter and on making sure that we succeed. I also want to let you know that as I promised when I came into office, the sports fund, I did say that it was not going to be used for any other purpose, because it had been made a free-for-all fund where anybody who was looking for some money to do something went to sports fund. We have now said that sports fund is sacrosanct just for our sportsmen and women, to develop the infrastructure for them, provide them with incentives, provide them with support, and make sure that Kenya continues to shine and to be
those highlights as we prepare the checks. If we can have the video, please.